Hello students, once again welcome to the LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Let's start with the course Mathematics 1, and today's chapter is Applications of Partial Derivative. In this chapter, today's topic is Directional Derivative, and for that we will use previous lecture, that means gradient of a scalar field. So let's understand a directional derivative by using gradient of a scalar field. Let's start with the definition. The rate of change of function of several variables in the direction of coordinate axis is called directional derivative. That means derivative is that, but in the direction of coordinate axis. Coordinate axis, that means x-axis, y-axis and z-axis are called coordinate axis. So rate of change, that means derivative. Rate of change of any function with several variables in the direction of coordinate axis is called directional derivative. For the function f of x comma y comma z, del f by del x, del f by del y and del f by del z are directional derivatives. These are the directional derivative because the derivative of this function, that means rate of change of this function in the direction of x-axis, y-axis and z-axis of f in the direction of coordinate axis. Now the directional derivative of function f of x comma y comma z at any point p in the direction of vector a. These are the directional derivative in coordinate axis only, but if directional derivative of any function at point in particular direction is given and you want to find the directional derivative, then you have to use this formula. That means directional derivative is defined as directional derivative, this D stands for directional derivative of f in the direction of a. What is the meaning of this? Directional derivative of f in the direction of vector a, that means this is equal to del f, that means gradient f at given point into a cap, that means unit vector in the given direction, So to find directional derivative you have to find two things. One is gradient at given point and second is unit vector in the given direction. Okay, so let's understand the directional derivative with one simple example. An example is find the directional derivative of f is equal to xy square plus yz square at the point 2 minus 1 1 in the direction of the vector I plus 2j plus 2k. Okay, this we want to find. Now first we will start with the function f and point p. This is given. First we will find the gradient of this function f. So gradient of this function f, that means del f, and del f, that means del f by del x, I caret plus del f by del y, j caret plus del f by del z, k caret. Now just differentiate this with respect to x, y, z from the given function. So we have differentiation with respect to x is y square, differentiation of f with respect to y is 2xy plus z square, and differentiation of f with respect to z is 2yz. Now at point p, that means we will put the value of x, y, z. So we have del f at p is I minus 3j plus 2k. We can write this point as 1 comma minus 2 comma, so minus 3 comma minus 2. This is our equation number 1. One task is over. Now the direction vector is given. So we say this direction vector as a. So we have direction vector a is I plus 2j plus 2k, which is given. Now we will find the unit vector of given direction vector. So unit vector is given by vector divided by its magnitude. So vector 1 plus 2i plus 2k, so I plus 2j plus 2k, and magnitude of that vector is, as I told, under root coefficient of I whole square, coefficient of j whole square, and coefficient of k whole square, that is 1 plus 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4, 8 plus 1, 9, that means 3. So 1 by 3 into I plus 2j plus 2k. And I plus 2j plus 2k we can write in this format as we have seen in school level that xi plus yj plus za vector can be written as x comma y comma z. This is our equation number 2. So by directional derivative, formula of directional derivative, del f at point P into vector A. That means A is unit vector, but we can say vector. So value of del f at P is 1 minus 3 minus 2, which is we have already just find, and value of vector A, unit vector, is 1 by 3 into this. And we know the product, how to find product of two vector, multiplication of first into first plus multiplication of second into second plus multiplication of third into third coordinate, and 1 by 3 as it is. So 1 by 3 and 1 into 1, 1 plus minus 3 into 2, that is minus 6, and plus minus 2 into 2, which is minus 4. Sorry, minus 4. Minus 4. By adding this, we have minus 10 plus 1, which is minus 9 by 3, and minus 9 by 3, which gives minus 3. So this is our final answer. Okay, so this is the example of directional derivative. Same way, we have one more example. Find the directional derivative of function f is equal to ax plus by, where a and b are constant at point 0, 0, which makes an angle 30 degree in the with positive x-axis. Okay, so this is our direction. So let's start with the function. So first we write down function at point P. Now we will find the gradient of given function. So gradient of function, how we find, we have seen in previous lecture. If you practice given example, then you know how to find gradient. So differentiation of f with respect to x is a, differentiation of f with respect to y is b. So we have this gradient at point P 0, 0, which is as it is because there is no x and no y here. So we have a b gradient, okay, a comma b. Now for direction they have given which makes a 30 degree with positive x-axis. That means direction vector is the vector which make 30 degree with positive x-axis. So we have vector A is cos 30 degree I plus sin 30 degree j. And what is the value of cos 30 and sin 30? We know very well. We have studied in school level. Root 3 by 2, which is the value of cos 30 degree, 1 by 2, which is the value of sin 30 degree. And now we will find unit vector of this given direction vector. So vector divided by its magnitude. So vector divided by its magnitude, and magnitude of this is 1 itself, because magnitude, that means what? Under root of square of this, that means 3 by 4 plus square of this is 1 by 4. So 4 by 4 and 4 by 4 cancel out, and root of this is 1. So this vector itself a unit vector. We can take 1 by 2 common. So root 3 comma 1, number 2. So by formula of directional derivative, we have del f at P in dot. This is not into, this is dot product. Dot a cap. Put the value 1 by 2 as it is, and by this dot product rule, first coordinate with first coordinate plus second coordinate with second coordinate. So we have a root 3 plus b. This is our final answer. Okay. Now one more example to understand directional derivative, because here change is in the direction vector only. Other than direction vector, there are no any kind of different varieties. So variety is in direction vector. In first example, direction vector is directly given. In second example, we have seen that we have given vector which makes an angle with positive x-axis. Now, what is the variety in this example? Let's have a look on the example. Find directional derivative of this function and point this along a direction equally inclined with coordinate axis. Equally inclined with coordinate axis, that means let's have a look on this solution. So first we will take f at point P. Now we find the gradient of f. So gradient of f is given by the formula. We differentiate given function with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to z. So we have 2x y square z square, 2x square y z square, 2x square y square z. Now put the value of p, 1 1 minus 1. We have this vector. We can write this vector as 2 comma 2 comma minus 2. Okay, how this comes from this and this, we will put x y z here, here and here. Now we have direction equally inclined with coordinate axis. That means vector A is with coordinate axis. Now, what is coordinate axis? So x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So we have x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. If we have, this is x-axis, this is y-axis and z-axis, so equally inclined. This means equally. So we can take unit 1 1 1, or we can take unit 2 2 2. So you can also take vector A as 2i plus 2j plus 2k instead of this I plus j plus k, or you can take 3i plus 3j plus 3k, because equally inclined. Okay, now we will find the unit vector of this direction vector, which is equally inclined with coordinate axis. So vector divided by its magnitude, vector I plus j plus k. Its magnitude is under root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square, which is under root 3, and we can write this I plus j plus k in this form 1 comma 1 comma 1, which is our number 2. We know the directional derivative, so variety is in the direction only. Okay, so we will put, and by dot product of this two, 1 by root 3 as it is, and dot product 2 into 1 is 2 plus 2 into 1 is 2 plus minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. So 2 to cancel out. So we have final answer 2 by root 3. This is our directional derivative in given direction. Now we have one simple basic little bit small concept, normal to the surface. So what is the normal to the surface? Again, to find normal to the surface, we will use gradient. So let f be a differentiable scalar function that represents a surface as our surface is f of x comma y comma z is equal to c. Then if gradient of f at point P of surface S is not a zero vector, then it is a normal vector of surface S at point P. So to find normal, you have to keep only one thing in mind, that gradient of f at given point should not be zero. Okay, and after finding normal vector, we can find its unit normal vector, and to find unit normal vector, we just find unit vector, that means vector divided by its magnitude. That means here vector is what? Gradient. So gradients divided by its magnitude of gradient. Okay, this is our formula for unit normal vector. If only normal vector is asked, then this is the normal vector, gradient of f at point P. Okay, so now let's understand this with one example. Find a unit normal vector of cone this at point P. Okay, so this is our surface. This is our surface S. So from surface we can find the function this f of x comma y comma z is equal to c. So we will take all the term to the left or to the right. So we have function f is equal to 4x square plus x square plus y square minus z square, and p is 1 comma 0 comma 2. This is our point P. Now we find gradient of f. So gradient of f is del f by del x into I plus del f by del y, j plus del f by del z into k. Now find the differentiation, simple derivative, differentiation with respect to x is 2x into 4, so 8x, differentiation with respect to y, 2y into 4, so 2y, because you know why I'm not taking these two terms, because whenever we are differentiating with respect to y, x and z is treated as a constant, basic concept, don't forget that in basic, huh? And differentiation of z square is only 2z, so with minus 2z, okay. Now we will put the point P 1 comma 0 comma 2. So we have point P 1 comma 0 comma 2. So gradient of f at point P will be, because y is 0, so middle term is 0, so 8I minus 4k, and we can write this in this form 8 comma 0 comma minus 4. Here j is 0, coefficient of j is 0, but we have to write down, okay, and say this vector as vector n. Now question is what? Unit normal vector. So we will find the normal, this is normal vector, then we will find the unit normal vector. So vector divided by its magnitude. So 8 0 minus 4 divided by its magnitude, that means 64 plus 0 plus 16, and so we have under root minus 18. Under root minus 18 is 16 5s are, so under square root of 16 is 4, 4 under root 5, and we can take 4 common from the numerator, so 4 cancel out, and this is our unit normal vector. Okay, and these are the basic DIY for your practice. So you have to solve this example by yourself, and after solving this example, only and only you can understand this lecture. Okay, and so that's why you have to keep practice, and more practice make you perfect. So keep practicing, keep learning, use note and pen, and thank you for watching this video. We will see you soon with next topic and next application of partial derivative. Thank you for watching.